Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Shot. White 20.
Mike 5-2. Bandit.
Maverick.
Check. Pick the edge. Come. No. Off. Big edge. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Check three. Check. Lucky.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day. Alert 3. He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You better bring it.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run here with Eckler. And some room to work. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They run right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Give me the ball every time, fellas.
Scott Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here goes to the 180.
Right here. Rip right, rip right.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Michael set.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Young lady.
Got you. I got you.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. He don't know no better. Young lady. Hey, exit.
After the interception, here's Darnold. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming after you.
Lady.
Coming after you. Back. Watch out.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
On 2nd down and 4. Darnold on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
We got this.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Goff now looks to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Greedy Williams picks it off. Intended that time for Cooper. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch 55. Squeeze, double.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You got him. You got him.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
55 to Mike. I don't think you got it, sir. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 55 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
18 Gator.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. Gone. Check hot route. Hot. Get it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Cooper was the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mike 5-5.
Now watch run. Red 80. Dudes. Slams. Red 80. Joker. Motion. Bump.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yo, lady.
Mike 55. Right there.
Yo, lady.
55.
I got one. Hey, Charlie.
Kill.
To throw is Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies. Hey, Alpha.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Watch the pass.
58's the Mike.
Red 80.
58's the Mike.
Watch the screen.
Check 99.
Here's Darnold. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Red 80. Here we go, yellow lady. Hey. High 7.
58, boys. 58's Mike.
You gonna see me in your night. Yo, lady. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Out.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
The lady.
58.
Darnold to throw again.
3 bucks.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All day.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Zipper!
On the delay, here's Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now back to throw. On the screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
Sit up. Big River.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Come on, set.
Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
55's my guy, 55.
Hey, Echo.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Darnold from the red zone now. Steps away to his left. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half.
35, Bills 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bills take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, Zoo. Ready, ready.
Here we go.
Second down and inches. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Tajay Sharp. Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
On the
An
set.
incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
Watch tight end. We got three down.
He'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
A likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Ready, ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Kill.
Check safety, check safety.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Show 80. Show 80.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Crunch, now.
First down, and they go back to Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Check 52.
2nd and 4. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Ready?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
6-6, bullet high.
Jam.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Harris. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? Breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense. Dash. Go now.
Yo, lady.
Mike 55.
Hey, wahoo!
They're not ready for this.
From the 38, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing the corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Open man is Miller. He's got a touchdown, Houston. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more.
Texans 42, Bills 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check.
Greystone travel.
Check.
Put it. Set, go.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Let's go.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
22 jet bomber.
Undercut.
5.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Right there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. You go tight. You got tight.
Shoot.
They'll drop the throw. It's brought in by Harris. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Scott Miller, 65 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we...
And he's into the clear. 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Kill, 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 kill. Man, 80. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Eckler. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we get that stage of the game, partner, with one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time. He used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's at least.
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Harris. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is Harris on the draw. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
55, Mike 55! Woo-hoo!
On the ground, it's Eckler. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and a couple, Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Got it.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Spell.
I got you.
Shoot.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready, set.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up the 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up
Ready up.
The mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch.
Topper. Set, go.
They run again with Harris. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Ready.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We let these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, insert.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run.
Mike
52, Mike 52.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Good job.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Houston, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.